Good morning. It's the start of a new week. This is for Monday, lesson 85, and we are looking at phonics first, and we're going to talk about abbreviations. I have a great big chart here instead of writing them on the board. We're going to talk about abbreviations of our days of the week. So we know our days of the week. We can write them in a shorter form so we don't have to write them out all the time. And we do that what's called an abbreviation. Abbreviation is a shorter form of a word. I have some on the back. We've talked about the titles, Dr., Mr., and Mrs., and then you've seen some of these on your paper: inches, feet, yard, not miles yet, seconds, minutes, hours, months, years, and then some measurements at the bottom we've kind of looked at. But today we're going to talk about the days of the week. So we have Sunday. It's abbreviated. You'll notice they all start with a capital letter, just like the days of the week do. And they're just taking the first part of the word and taking out the word day, actually. So you want to make sure you have a period after them. You'll notice it has the capital letter and then it has a period at the end. Abbreviations always end in a period. Okay, and then we have the months of the year. There's 12 of them. January, February, March, April. Oh wait, when you get to May, June, and July, you notice there is no abbreviation. So those are the 3 months. They don't have an abbreviation. You have to write them out. Then August, September, October, November, December. You'll notice they all start with a capital letter and they all end in a period. So that's how we would abbreviate our days of the week and months of the year. So on page 169, it reminds us an abbreviation is a shorter form of a longer word. An abbreviation usually, most of the time, is going to end in a period. It's very important you put that. So number one, you're just going to match the day with its abbreviation, so the days of the week. On number two, you're going to match the months with their abbreviation, and then remember there's 3 months that do not have an abbreviation. On the back of that, you're going to write a declarative sentence using your teacher's name. Remember, declarative sentence means a sentence that makes a statement or tells you something. Number two, write the sentence correctly. Remember capital letters and punctuation. So the words are in the correct order, but you've got to really look close. Again, you got to be a detective. Look for what needs to be capitalized and don't forget punctuation at the end of the sentence. Number three, write CH, ch, or TCH, ch, to make a word. Match the root word to its new word, okay? And that is phonics for lesson 85. We're going to look at math today, and it's pretty simple. It's something we've already done. I was going to review with borrowing on it. You have 1 minus 9. Remember to always start in the ones place. 1 minus 9. We cannot take 1 from 9. So we're going to borrow from the tens. The 7 becomes a 6. And all you do is put a 1 in front of the number that's right here. Then subtract. 11 minus 9 is 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. So we're going to look at today subtracting 3-digit numbers. There is no borrowing. We're not talking about any borrowing yet. If I have 7, I can take 2 away and I get 5. I have 9 minus 4 is 5, and 8 minus 7 is 1. So really, I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with this. It's just adding 3 digits instead of 2. So on page 169, it says cross out fruits and write the differences. Number 2, write the differences. Remember, that's the answer to a subtraction problem. Number 3 and 4 are problems you have to read. On the back on number 1 says write the answer. So you still have some more of the 16 subtraction family, some addition problems. Don't forget to watch for carrying, and then 2 subtraction problems with 3 digits. Do not worry about borrowing. We're not doing borrowing with them at all. All right, on number 2, I'm going to get my clock and kind of work through this. It says read each clock. So you're going to look at the clock and see what time it is, and then you're going to write the time for 1/2 hour earlier, so 30 minutes earlier. It says, what time on your clock? That clock says 2:30. So we want to go, 3:30. It says 3:30, so we want to go 30 minutes earlier. So we're going to go back. Earlier means we go back, so we're going to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now it is what time? 3 o'clock. All right, your next clock says 7:15. So it's 7:15. We're going to go back 30 minutes. So we count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's no longer 7. It's actually before the 7. So it would be 6. And the 9 on the clock is 45. Okay? See if you can do the next two. Number 3, you're going to measure the objects with a ruler. And then number 4, you have a story poem to read. And they put room over there for you to write your math problem. All right, let's look at history for the day. We're moving on to George Washington. We'll be reading pages 61 through 65. You're going to read about George Washington as a little boy, about the time whenever the French and Indian War started. You're going to read about the Declaration of Independence, and there's some questions on page 63. You can see if you know the answers to those. And then on 64, you're going to see the Statue of Liberty and the holiday we celebrate in July, Independence Day. And then read about the Liberty Bell on page 65. So you'll read all that. And that will be it for Monday. Have a wonderful Monday.